EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the... We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At their own 17-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's 2nd and 10.
47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give to Pollard running left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Great, set.
Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 4-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here's 3rd and 6.
63. Silver.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Kyle up, Yanni. Silver, check.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed offense on third down tonight? 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
47.
To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
73.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Great. Set.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Hey, let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Great.
On first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Second and 10. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hey, 73.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They run out of the gun with Swift. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. There's the stiff arm. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a first and goal.
Great.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Now Lewis selects to return it.
Jordan Lewis on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Crowd left Yeti. Nice right.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yeti. Hey.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Now Hurts looking to change the play. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey. Go Silver, right? 63. Hey, Silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. 62 yards on the ground for him so far. And quickly they get to the line. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now hold everything here, because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, kill! 47! Going to 53. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide eight.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run right here with Swift. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 38 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch it. Sit. Ready?
Here's Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Black shot. Drill green.
Mariota on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. I guess he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Hey, blue. Red, cycle. 6, mega. Claws red.
Mariota now. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Yellow, zoom. Slide blue, red, yellow. Blue strike.
To throw is Mariota.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
3rd and goal. Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Prescott on first down. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To the air again, Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
That's the score. Eagles 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready, break.
2nd and 11 now. Mariota here to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh.